Yo Grim back with this time a Shiranui profile. So I did Vendred last time and tested out Shiranui. Honestly, had like quite a lot of fun with this deck. The Shiranui monsters themselves are actually pretty decent, like zombie monsters. I love Synchro Summoning as well. Generally speaking, this was like really fun to play. Really kind of cool mechanics in it, and kind of cool cards you can put in the deck as well. But yeah, I'll just get into the deck honestly. Um, so I play for Shiranui's, 2 Squire, triple Solitaire, and then it's all the rest of them are all just one-offs, which is like 1 Spirit Master, 1 Smith, 1 Shade, and 1 Spectral. Ooh, the light's quite bad there, but we'll just see if we can pop them up. But there we go. 1 Spectral Shade and then 1 Spectral Sword. So the idea behind these ratios, it's like you don't really need more than 3 Squires. Squires like nice, but again, you don't really need her. Opening multiple in hand is like pretty bad. So she's like an emergency starter. So if you draw her, she can be like an opening for you. But ideally, want like Zolta. Zolta's crazy, really good. It's a Uni zombie, and then the rest are all just one-offs because they're situational. Like you want to banish just with your trap card. Ideally, that's like the main use of him. And then Smith's actually really good. So his banish effect's pretty like meh, doesn't really do much. But his actual effect, if you send to the grave as a synchro material, you add your Shiranui card from your deck to your hand, which means you can search the trap card, which is a pretty nice. Yeah, that's a pretty handy. So I only want one of him though because he's not that good. 1 Spectral Shade and 1 Spectral Sword. It's utility really, like Shade recovers stuff back from banished by attributing himself, but it's a situational card. And it's sort of like during the next turn and he's in grave, basically it's like you use him and another one in grave to banish and special on a synchro the same level as the two. You kind of synchro something from grave, but it's not that handy. Then triple uni, 1 Algol, 1 Doom King, 1 Jiangxi, 1 Necroworld, and then 1 Gozuki, 1 Mizuki, 1 Mad Mauler, 1 Bloom. So for like basic zombies, this is the package that I use. It's kind of standard, like triple uni. The 1 Algol, because Algol's actually really strong, especially in this deck that you want to banish stuff a lot. And if he banish, he just summons himself back for free, which is pretty sick. And then like Zombie World package is a very small package, but I do use it. Jiangxi is fantastic in this. 1 Banshee, and then again just basic zombie stuff. So you can still do like normal zombie lines in this. Then for hand traps, it's just triple ash. Kind of cool. She's fire zombie as well. Happy days. And then this is kind of like a tech card that I've been testing. I do actually like it, which is 1 Blaster. So Blaster's actually got quite a bit of synergy with this deck. Again, the Shuranui's all fire, so you can kind of ditch him in one to get a pop. You get the Shiranui in grave as well. It's pretty nice. The other effect to summon him is really nice in the deck because when Shiranuis are banished, they get effects. You got to be careful because some of the stuff does lock you into zombies. But apart from that, generally speaking, you should be able to get him out. And then at that point, he's just free fodder for synchros. But no, like honestly, like really great. You could go like effect, banish, solitaire, and shade as cost, and then summon him, and then be like, oh yeah, effect a solitaire, summon shade back. It's just really cool, unique things. And then in that instance, you've got a 10 for a Baron with those two, with Blaster and Shade. So it's actually a really handy card, and I've enjoyed actually being able to put Blaster in another deck. And then so that's my monster line. It was quite a lot of monsters, but zombies generally a lot of monsters. And for spells, it's 3 tactics, just wins games. I'm not even gonna lie, it just wins games. Like honestly, that spin effect to the lucky opponent's hand and ditch one into deck again is just fantastic. It gives me so much knowledge in what their hand is, what deck they're playing. And the draw twos where like if I'm desperate, a lot of times I don't think I can play past like one or two interruptions. The deck's not that good. So drawing two again might not even unbrick my hand. And then the take control one's been quite handy as well for going second. Honestly, it's just a fantastic card. And then double ready fusion and then one instant fusion. I do use some of the zombie fusions in this as well. Really handy. They're kind of needed, honestly, so you don't just lose a single Veiler. But yeah, like this is kind of perfect. I think really nice like package. If you hard draw like instant fusion and this, you can still use both rather than if you hard draw like two ready fusions, you're kind of fucked. But no, that's pretty good. And one of us is one zombie world. I've seen people put the zombie world package into decks, but you don't need to. I don't think in these like other zombie variants, like putting 3 zombie world and kind of just makes it like zombie control, which in that case you might as well just play zombie control. If it's like you want to play like a pure deck like Shiranui, you might as well have like as much fun as possible with it, and then put a smaller version of the engine in. But hard drawing these is like not the best thing. One cool buy, one gold sock, one four. Cool buy is like cool buy, crazy card. Gold sock's really good in this deck. Banishing kind of just makes sense. Honestly, helps a lot. And then foolish zombies, they all want to be engraved. It's pretty good. And now onto the traps. So we've got Ghost Meets Girl. I think it's a Masterful Mayakashi Shiranui Saga. God love them names. This card wins games. It's like you tribute a Mayakashi or Shiranui Synchro or Link monster, and then neither player can splash summon from hand, deck, or extra deck for the rest of the turn. It's like sick. It's got an effect in grave as well, which is like, yeah, banish this card from grave. Told when you banish army monsters, return it to the grave. That effect's like, it is what it is. But that first effect is great. You can search this with Smith as well, which is really nice. Yeah, this is a fantastic card. When you really think about it, it's really cool that the Archetype's got a trap card like that. That just shuts a turn off. And then Shiranui Swallow Slash. This card wins a lot of games. A lot of times I would just be like, oh yeah, summon Unizombie. Affected Unizombie, like Veiler. Ah, sick. Pass. So set one pass, and they start playing like, oh, he's got one back row, it's fine. And then they go Swallow Slash, Tribute Cross. I get to pop 2 of yours and banish one. I'm like, sure. So I pop 2 of theirs, banish Spirit Master, and then Spirit Master triggers and pops a third. Hitting 3 cards from the field is like actually quite big in my opinion. Is really good. So yeah, when you think about it for trap cards, I only run 6 traps in this, and they've got a stun trap, have like a big interruption trap, and then the other trap is for consistency, which is like double trap trick, which is literally just to search them. Fantastic. I love this ratio. Some people are running 3 of this. I don't agree with that. Hard draw on it is like is nice, but only if you can actually play the game. If you're met with like an Ash and an Imperm, there's a good chance this will not be live. So, especially not in this variant, maybe in like a different variant, like you could probably tech these into other zombie decks. But yeah, that's the main deck that I use. For the extra deck, so for Shirai Nuris, I use one Sun Saga, one Shogun Saga, one Square Saga, one Samurai Saga, and one Sword Saga. Honestly, I was just maxing out on the Shiranui Synchro so I could get that trap being live at any point I wanted. Realistically speaking, they're all actually not too bad. I mean, okay, I say that, but actually, some of them are. Like, the best thing about this is someone's a token. Apart from that, it's just a level 5 you can get into occasionally. This modifies attack and stuff, but it's a level 6, so it's pretty accessible and easy to get out. This is good. This is level 7. It banishes zombie from your grave and then applies effects. Just the banishing the zombie from grave is really nice and can start off some combos. Shogun Saga is actually really good. He's like, he banishes a zombie from your grave and then he gains attack equal to that monster's original attack. So he is like really good as well. I like knocking my camera here. Yeah, so Shogun Saga is really good. He's level 8 as well. And then Sun Saga is like pretty strong as well. It bounces stuff based on the number of synchros you return to extract. Special return number of your zombies type synchro monsters that are banished during your grave to the extract, then destroy cards your opponent controls equal to the number of cards returned. And then if something of yours would be destroyed one of your zombies, you banish a Shiranui from your grave. So he recycles stuff and then he pops stuff and doesn't target. It's pretty handy. It's level 10 as well. And then for like non-zombie cards, the only two that I run are Psychic End and Baron for synchros. And then I run the level 2 bird for the E Ready Fusion. But yeah, just standard. They're just really strong cards. No real reason not to. And then we run one Red Eyes Dragon Lord, one Felgrand, and one Immortal Dragon. Pretty standard, honestly. Really good zombie synchros. Immortal Dragon's just so good. Fixes so much stuff. Then for links, I run one Fascinator, one Skill Saga Supremacy, and then one Vampire Sucker. I like these ratios. I was considering trying to fit in the Mayakashi Link 4, but I quite like all of these. Fascinate is really nice, just robbing stuff and then using it as synchro material. I actually really just enjoy this card as a whole. Supremacy, she doesn't come out that often, but she is actually handy if you're in like a good position. And very rarely, but you can still get her out and tribute her off with the trap card. I mean, Sucker, just fantastic card. Can give you like 2 draws basically if you have Doom King out and her, and you're like, you summon Doom King back, you can draw one. Get Doom King to grave next turn, he comes back, draw another card. Just a fantastic card. And then we run one Flame Ghost and one of this. These are my instant fusion targets. I think Flame Ghost is really good because if your Uni Zombie gets veiled, you can then instant fusion him out. He's level 3 non-tuner, synchro for 6 with the Uni in this into an Immortal Dragon and start playing the game. But yeah, so that's the profile. He's really fun zombie deck. I'd definitely suggest having actually go. A lot of decks I make are really fun and I just enjoy playing, even though I don't like win all the time. I'll play them, play test them, find a variant that works better or like as good as I can get it to work. And then I'll just like throw the profile on here so I can remember in the future. And for anyone else who actually wants to play any of these like fun sort of decks. I think I want to make Mayakashi after this. I've got them ready. And then it's a vampire after them. I need to get some stuff for the vampire first. But yeah, any suggestions or anything on your mind, feel free to ask or comment. But yeah, thank you. Bye.